Hey y'all, Chachner here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be looking at how to do a standard Dark Age build order. For this, I will be using a standard regular dry Arabia Huns War. The reason I use a Huns War is because this is the most popular type of match you will see in Age of Empires, especially if you play on Voobly. If you want to try to get better, this is the way to do it. Huns require you to react fast, and Arabia generally won't let you wall too well, so it keeps you guessing. So I will be doing this from live point of view, and the goal here is to show you how to use those standard resources we talked about in the other video, and how to apply them in an opening game. So hopefully you find this helpful. And without further ado, we will get into the game. The first thing you're going to do is queue up your first 4 villagers and then try to scout for your sheep. You can see right now I'm having a little difficulty finding my sheep, but there you go. There they are. There they all are. I generally scout with 2 of my first 4 sheep. Just number them and get them scouting. Make sure you kill this first sheep under the town center. Send these guys scouting just a bit, just for a little bit extra scouting information. I do number my scouts and my sheep to try and basically you can get to them a whole lot faster, and just by double clicking the number. That flag won't go away for some reason. You're going to want to start by putting 6 villagers on sheep, and after the first 6 villagers on sheep, you're going to want to put 3 on wood. I'm going to go for this wood down here. It looks nice. I don't really have great wood though, from what I'm seeing, but make sure you kill 1 sheep at a time. I am kind of microing this a little bit, just putting 1 sheep closer to the villagers at a time so that they don't get too greedy. With your lumber camp, you want to put it in a spot that's surrounded by the most trees possible. That's the most efficient place you can put it. You may have to force drop off food to keep making villagers. Force dropping off, you click all 6 villagers, tell them to drop them off in the town center. I have to do it again. There you go. Pulling another villager in the town center. And you can see I found my other 2 sheep, so there are all my sheep, so this is good. And after those 4 villagers go to the wood, you put your next villager on sheep. Or shop off again. After you got your 7th villager going to sheep, you're going to want to put villager number 11, or population number 12, going for the boiler. And see, I've killed 4 sheep, and I got 4 sheep right here, so that's all 8. I seem to be missing a boar. This villager goes to the boiler. Your next 4 will go to berries. And I number this villager so I can get to her quickly. Just shoot that boar twice, then run back to the town center. You can see right as she's getting there, this boar will be finishing, or these sheep will be finishing up. Garrison her, and go ahead and kill that boar. There you go. Once this villager starts to have about 10 food, you can build your mill and put the 4 villagers going to the berries. I should note, if you're not comfortable with the boar lure, you may want to get loom first. But I've done enough of them that I'm just fine. Once this boar has about 170 food, you're going to want to start going for your next boar. I went a little earlier because the next boar is kind of far away. After your 4 villagers go on berries, you're going to want to put 2 on farms. And she's probably going to be a little late, which will be annoying. Shoot twice. And just keep scouting. You want to find all your resources. So I put that next villager on boar and then I'll build a farm with one of the weaker villagers. So she's coming in right when this boar is finishing up, so that's just perfect. Pull them back a little bit so that the boar dies under the TC, and that didn't exactly work. Okay, so we're going to get the second farm up. So now once you're at 18 population, you're going to want to put your next 3 villagers on wood, or 4 villagers. It depends if you want to go up on 21 or 22 population. Generally, I like to go up on 21, but with newer players, sometimes it's better to go up on 22. You're going to be a little later, but you have a stronger eco. Once you find your main resources, and I found them, I have my main gold, secondary gold, and stone, and I also have my berries and boars, obviously. You're going to want to move to starting to scout the enemy's base. This is pretty late in trying to find your enemy's base, but I was distracted. Yeah, distracted. So once they finish that boar, put them to work on sheep. Make sure you keep that farmer there. And when villager number 22 is finished, you won't want to get loom unless you've already done it. You may have done it a little earlier. Instead of putting that 7th villager on sheep, you can actually go for loom at that point. That usually works pretty well. Make sure you have 500 food. And this is going to get a little tricky. You're going to want to start moving your villagers over to wood at this point and leave just 4 villagers left on sheep. Everyone else goes to wood and click up to the feudal age. And there you are on a pretty good dark age build. A second lumber camp is a good idea to build now, as this one's starting to get a whole pretty clustered. Make sure you get your villagers spaced out pretty well. And start trying to find your enemy's key points. So right here, I have his lumber camp. Move these sheep so that they're a little better for the sheep to get. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to pull these back because I'm trying to keep it standard. So here's his lumber line, and see what else we can find here. You want to find his main gold. That's a very important one to find. And these guys look like they're... yeah, they look okay. Not the best. Once you get about halfway to field age, you want to take 2 villagers and build a barracks. Probably not the best place to build a barracks, but I was talking and I wasn't really paying attention. Clearly there's a town center here. Try to find his next wood. I would have gone to a different wood line, but my other one was front. This one isn't really. This one really is okay, so might as well stay there. Micro these villagers to be on closer berry bushes. And once this barracks is completed, you're going to want to drop a stable, because this is a build order going for scouts, which I believe I said. So get them ready. Go for your stable and get a few more villagers out. Get your wood double bit axe upgrade first. That's a very important one. And there you are. There you have it. This is a pretty standard build. I pause it just to talk a little bit, but I'll go ahead and unpause it. This is a pretty standard build for going for scouts. You can see I have a good amount of food queued up. Once these villagers finish with the sheep, you're going to want to throw them on farms. Getting the farm upgrade now can be a good idea if you got the resources for it. These guys finish with this wood, put them back over here, and start queuing up your scouts. If you need to make a spearman because you feel like you're too open and that they are going to scout rush you, if you see that they have these 2 farms like this, they probably will be doing a scout rush. I have no idea what the computer will be doing, but... and see, I have enough food at this point to keep making scouts and villagers at the same time, and that's what you want. Make sure you keep making these units. So here's, we're not getting to the feudal age. I just want to go over a basic dark age build order, and that's what I feel like I've done. I did find his main gold though, so that's good. Hopefully you found this informative, and I will try to do a few more of these videos later. Basically from this point on, you will keep going for scouts. I would drop a mining camp here pretty soon, and then drop a few ranges to start going for some aggression. But it really just depends what you want to do. If you want to keep building a ton of farms and go for a massive scout push, you can do that. If you want to, well, you'd want to build another stable as well. But basically, it's up to you. And at this point, you have a pretty good, solid foundation to go ahead and do a good feudal rush on your opponent. So hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time.